glove.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Come on, OJ.
The glove fits though. All right, bro. So what's up, man? You cut it off.
Yeah, man.
In a sense, why?
Just wanted to start over really. I didn't like how high my fade is on the side.
Don't blame me for that shit.
But no, I ain't blaming you for that shit. You know what I'm saying? It was a small little window where, you know what I'm saying, I had somebody else cut my hair.
Damn.
So
ain't that some shit? Not okay.
Hey, but that's what happens though, right?
Yeah, true. So we gonna cut it down to a mini fro.
Mm-hmm.
Keep the curls. We just starting over pretty much.
Just starting over. Yeah. I don't like that ugly phase. You feel me?
Okay.
So yeah. So let's get to it, brother.
Let's get you right.
Yeah, get me right, man. I'm gonna let you do what you do. Hey, hold up. So what's your game plan?
You let me hang. You let me hang. Bro. Hey. What's that? Who's that? Which time was this?
Man,
inside joke though.
Yeah, it's inside joke.
It was that shit was funny. Was it the first time I shot a video?
Nah, this was it? I don't know.
I forgot, but it was funny. It's like, bro asked me.
It was a first time
client.
A first time
came
client.
in here. We went through what he wanted.
Mm-hmm.
We went through the haircut and everything, and then he says to me, "So okay, so what's your game plan?"
What's your game plan? That's a crazy question.
That's a wild question. They cut your hair. You wanted a tutorial? He wanted me to break that shit down, bro. Get on, turn around. All right, let's get to it. Game plan.
All right, welcome back to Gamechanger. So as you heard my boy PJ say, he wants to keep the fro but cut it down quite a bit. So we're starting the fro over. He's cutting it down to a 6. Well, actually, I'm cutting it down to a 6. This actually was shot a while ago. I did an ASMR version of it, but now that I got a new microphone, I can finally get back to my voiceover. So yeah, he's cutting it down to a 6. His only real point of emphasis is that he wants to keep the taper low, which is cool. He usually likes to grow his hair out braided, kind of sometimes start over. So that's what we're going to get to now. He has a solid level of density, great level of curl pattern, very tight curls. The reason why I mentioned the density, sometimes a lot of barbers can find issue with less dense hair, and he's kind of in the middle. Like I said, tight curls, not super dense hair, so it shouldn't be much of a problem. One thing we'll really focus on is that taper, because he does want to keep it low, but sometimes when you do a fro, keeping the taper low can be an issue because we do like to debulk, so we'll kind of go over that. When it comes to cutting the hair down to length, as I'm cutting it down, I'm observing and studying the curl pattern or the growth pattern. That's very important when it comes to tapering. And another way to get that hair cut to cut down much easier is to kind of pull it away from the scalp. See what I'm doing here? When you pull it away, it allows you access to the scalp and the cut from the root, which is much easier on the clipper. This is an older video, not too much older, but I shot it earlier this year before I got the new clippers, but I didn't get a chance to do a voiceover version because my microphone broke. So now that I got a new microphone, I can voice over all my old ASMR videos for teaching purposes. The first thing, we're doing a low taper. So in the back, I want to keep it low on the nape of the neck. So that gives me more room to do my secondary line, which is what I'm adding now. So if you see now, the primary line was put in with the trimmer. The secondary line is put in with the clipper itself. And then now what I'm doing is I'm fading in that primary line to the first section, which we call the primary section. So it goes primary line, primary line, secondary line, primary section, which is what I'm fading now, and that dark hair above that second line is the secondary section. So what I'm doing now is debulking that area, which is also prepping my workspace so that I can fade. The reason why I debulk is because the lighter the area, the easier to fade. Lighter means density. The more dense the area is and you try to go into it and transition or fade a light and a dark area together, the more difficult it can be, but the easier it is to gap or mess up that area. That's why we debulk, so that we can take out some density or thickness to get a nice desired look as easy as possible. We want to work easy, light, not hard, right? So back to the line system. Why do you do 2 lines and 2 spaces? Because again, When you have organization, it's easier to come up with a desired look. And I haven't found a haircut or a hair texture yet that this system does not work on. So, like I said, the primary line is gone. I blended it into the primary section. Now I'm debulking the secondary section so that I can blend the secondary line into that section. Now, with that first space, if you notice, when I took away that primary line, I did not just cut all that hair away up to that second line. I faded it into that section. And if you fade it in properly, see now that I'm blending in this secondary line, do you see how it's starting to come together as one piece? Sometimes the system can sound choppy. Well, you got 2 lines and 2 spaces, so it's gonna be a choppy blend. But if you actually fade into or blend to, if you actually fade into instead of cut up into, it'll make it a nice transition. I really hope that makes sense. If it doesn't, just kind of listen to it and study it again. As you watch it, it'll make sense. Right here's our cut. You notice I use certain parts of the clipper. I'm not so much using the whole center blade and the corners. I'm notch hitting, which is me looking for a certain area of darkness to blend in, to fade into, to make it all transition. Use the whole clipper in separate parts, right? You want to utilize every part of your clipper. Also, another big tip that I want to give away, or if you look at my hands, I'm not really gripping or squeezing the clippers with a lot of force. I'm being very light-handed. I want to let the clippers work. The tighter you grip the clipper, the harder it is for you to work your wrist or to deliver a smooth fade. Look at my hands, super light, super gentle, agile. That's the big key. All right, also, again, so I'm starting with the primary line, and then I'll make a secondary line. The difference is, because he wants a low taper, and just because it's a more narrow workspace, I make them smaller, right? And also to stretch my workspace with smaller lines, look at my offhand on my thumb is. Do you see me pulling the scalp up? So I'm stretching the skin to extend my workspace. Also, you see me using the back end of the clipper. That's just another way of me fading to get the blade closer to the skin. All right. Also, another step, another detail I want to point out, I'm not using a brush at all. Wow, why are you using a comb? Because I want the hair to lay in this natural growth pattern with space. What a brush does is actually clump the hair together. And that is actually counterproductive to me fading, because I need the hair to lay in spaces so that I can see how it'll look after a wash, after a style. I hope that makes sense. If not, let me know in the comments and I'll go deeper in detail in the next video. So I'll talk about the guards that I used to debulk. So I'll usually start with a 2, then I'll go to a 1. I'll go from 2 to 1.5 to 1. Now, when the hair is longer, like this is a 6, but I'm kind of working at 2, I'll kind of start a guard under where it was. So if I started a haircut with a 3, I'll start with a 2, then the 1.5, if that makes sense. Now, the fade is coming together well, but when you're doing the fro, what you don't want to happen is right around that ear. If you look, you don't want to build up a lot of mass, a lot of bulk, because that, even though the taper can come out fresh, if it doesn't contour to the head correctly, i.e., debulk around the ears, it can look like a funny haircut, or it doesn't look like a one symmetrical fade or a nice fro. So after I fade in, I don't want to push that taper too far back behind the ear, first off. Second off, I'll come with clipper over comb with this type of hair texture or this type of density, not so much the hair texture. And I'll take out some mass so that the taper from the side to behind the ear to the nape of the neck looks like one smooth cut. Oh, I'm doing it right now. See that? Pulling it out, just taking out a little mass. I'll do it again once I edge. Like I said, I'm talking a lot because I've already dropped the version of me not talking. So I want to give you as much as I can. I'll even come back and debulk a little bit with the clippers just to take out some of that mass. So when I edge it up, it'll look super duper smooth. Let's see where I'm at right now. Do I need to shave for a little bit? It's looking good. I really like the way it's coming out. I'm looking now on the edge up. I'll debulk as well because he doesn't want the hair to hang over his edge up once he styles it. And because his hair is curly, it'll curl down. So my first step to prevent this is to pull the hair out with the comb and to go straight across. Give it a nice, smooth debulk. So that way when I edge it, it's not too much hanging down. And then when he styles it at home, it's not too much hanging down. Because he hasn't had a haircut in a while this low, I'll shampoo it to kind of get those curls to lay back in their natural curl pattern. I think he's braided it up a few times. He's manipulated the hair. So when we manipulate our hair is very obedient. It'll go where we tell it to go, especially after we do it so many times. So what I want to do is kind of wash, shampoo, refresh that curl pattern, refresh that natural pattern, and ta-da, we'll go from there. All right, so y'all watch. I'll be back soon. All right, that taper looked good to me after the wash. A few other spots, like I said, now that I see how the hair lays after a wash, I can see what I need to hit to make sure that it styles well at home. I would hate for the client to realize these things after they've washed and styled their own hair. So these are things that I can kind of hit after a wash. And if I don't wash many clients, so sometimes what I'll do instead, if it's just a regular haircut service, I'll just put the hot lather on, lay the hair down, and just kind of see where it lays after it's been wet. Come back, do some notch hitting, hit details. I'm kind of OCD-ish, so I'll do this again after I edge them up. So it's just a multi-step process. Shout out to my shave gel. Man, it comes out in about a month and a half, and I'm super, 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 super excited. We'll talk about that more, but just if you're not subscribed to the website, go to GameChangerCosmetics.com. This shave gel is gonna be revolutionary. It's just super nice, simple compound mixture, but it works great. So now I'm edging them. I want to keep it nice and natural no matter how light or dark it is, because the grow back can be nasty if you push it back. So if you look at my offhand, I'm pulling with the index finger. I hope that's the index finger. And I'm pulling with the thumb to tighten the skin. Tighter skin with a heavier razor head makes it much easier for that blade to glide across that skin to prevent nicks. Now on this side, because I'm right-handed and this is my opposite side, I love to use the blade with no handle because it makes it much easier to curve. That's just always something I've done since I first picked up a pair of clippers. So yeah, biggest thing is to keep the edge up super natural. You want to use a nice weighted gel on this type of hair texture so that way those curls don't run or curl up as you're edging. Does that make sense what I'm saying? I hope it makes sense. If not, comment and I'll go deeper into detail on that. But yeah, I'm super excited about the shave gel. Like I swear y'all, like took about 2 years to get it made. Just wanted to tweak some things. I was meeting with, a chemist and a biologist at a cosmetic laboratory. I went there in person, saw where it's built, where it was gonna be made, and I'm excited, man. I'm super excited. So back to the nape of the neck. If you see that debulking, now it's a smoother transition. Same thing with the offhand. I love to tighten that skin to make it much easier for my blade or my razor to slide across the skin. Prevents irritation, and it also gives it a much easier look without as many passes. Found some bulk that I want to hit, come back, knock that out. And it's just the art, I look for imperfections and I tap them, right? I really want to hone in on those details, the small things that you think others won't see, but actually in the grand picture makes a big difference. My art teacher always told me the little details matter. You may not see until you step back from your work. Step about 5 feet back from your haircut to see what it looks like, see what everybody else will see. And that may help you see things that you probably thought, oh damn, I thought this spot was good. Just little knickknacks like that. So hope that helped you enjoy. I don't know if there's anything else I need to comment on this haircut, but actually it's not. Oh, look, that taper look good, I swear to God. If I'm wrong, if I'm lying, I'm flying. I'm sitting in my seat right now. So y'all stay tuned for look at that shit, God damn. I like it. I like it a lot. Hope y'all like it as much as I do. Just art. It's just art to me. So I'm about to finish up. Y'all watch, y'all enjoy. Catch that before and after again at the end. If y'all need anything, comment, let me know. I have about 10 more days I have about 7 more days in the month of December. Oh, debulking right here. Let me watch this. Now I'm debulking with the comb, razor over comb. I have about 7 more days in the month. I'm about to try to drop like 8-9 videos that I've been stacked up. And y'all stay tuned. A lot of it's gonna be voiceover content. Some of it's gonna be voiceover and ASMR content. My son got his first edge up ever that I'm excited about. I'll put a snippet at the end of this video. But yeah, y'all stay tuned. Lock in with me. Help me turn up at the end of the month. All I ask is y'all like, share, subscribe, please, please, please. And stay tuned for the shaves. We're about to try to change the game. Appreciate you, Gamechanger.
Good.
Oh yeah, that's hard. You like? Nah, yeah, that's hard.
That's a good one?
That's exactly what I wanted.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
My God, I appreciate you. Bro.
I appreciate you.
Well, come on now. Lead edging.
Both.
You ready? Go pop around. This is crazy. Don't move. I can't do it.
Just do it, Dad.